Someone ran the same model on the same graphics card and changed nothing except how they wrote the prompt. The sharpness score went from 26 to 367. That is not a settings tweak. That is the difference between a video you keep and one you delete, and there is a specific reason it hits people running this locally hardest. Same model, same hardware, same clip length. The only variable was the structure of the text going in. Now, that is one test on one card with one metric, so treat it as a direction rather than a number you will reproduce. But the reason behind it is solid. Because when you use the paid interface, something is quietly happening to your prompt before the model ever sees it. There is a rewriter in front of the hosted version that restructures what you typed. It was not open-sourced. Run the weights on your own machine and you do not get it. So the people who most need to write a properly structured prompt are exactly the people nobody tells, because everyone else is being quietly corrected. Right, so here is the structure it actually wants. For a normal text-to-video generation, it is 3 fields, and almost nobody uses the second and third. Field 1 is the whole video described shot by shot. Subjects, actions, camera movement, any dialogue, and the sound that happens on screen. Field 2 is the soundscape, the sounds that physically exist in the scene. Footsteps, engines, wind, doors, crowds, machinery. And Field 3 is music that only the audience hears, the score that the characters in the shot are not listening to. And separating those last two out is described as the single biggest fix there is. If your clips come back with the wrong audio, or missing music, or no sound at all, the usual cause is that you folded the sound into your shot description instead of giving it its own field. Dialogue has its own rules, and they are small enough that you can just adopt all of them today. Give each speaker a stable identifier and keep it the same across every beat. Do not let a character become the man in one line and person 2 in the next. Quote the exact words once and place the line after the action that motivates it, not before. And keep lines short. Long dialogue is a named failure mode, along with vague speakers, empty sound space, and effects that are not tied to something visible. Camera is the cheapest control in the whole list, and most people give it away for free. If you do not name a camera move, the model picks one, and it picks inconsistently. Naming any specific move buys you more control than almost anything else you can type. But do not stack incompatible ones in the same beat. Locked off, rapid orbit, and handheld shake together is a contradiction, and you get the average of a contradiction. Which brings me to the most common mistake of all, and it connects straight back to the setup video. Ask for 4 camera moves, 3 actions, 2 lines of dialogue, a transformation, and several cuts, and the model has to compress all of that into the clip length. And remember what the clip length actually is. A 5-second generation is 124 frames on a fixed grid. There is no room in there for 6 ideas. There is a second, longer schema, and it only applies when you are feeding it reference images or video. That one has 6 fields, and the order matters. Define what each reference is. Summarize the task, then state how much of each reference should be preserved versus transferred. Then describe the target video in playback order, and finish with the same 2 audio fields as before. The reason that split exists is that it forces you to give every reference asset an actual job, and to separate a hard constraint from a loose bit of inspiration. If you want one order to write in and nothing else, use this one, visual timeline. Then speaker and dialogue. Then the sound in the scene. Then the overall soundscape. Then the music. Then any restrictions on audio. None of this is enforced. Nothing errors if you skip it. It is a structure the model responds to, which is exactly why it is easy to never find out you needed it. So that is the part of this model that costs nothing and changes the most. If you are running it locally, you are the one who has to do the rewriting yourself, because the thing that would have done it for you was never released. That is 3 videos on this model now: setup, training, and prompting. Tell me what you want measured next.